Hey guys, Jackson Small of Animation Station here in the flesh for a short, brief, but very interesting and fun announcement for you guys. And that is that I'm going to be going to Too Many Games on June 25th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So if you guys want to come on by, and I'm not going to be an event or anything, I'm just going to be walking around, mainly just to meet Roger Craig Smith and Charles Martinet, as well as Cam Clark, the original voice of the 80s show Leonardo. So, should be a lot of fun, but if you guys see me, I'd love to hang out with you, get some pictures, and, just hang out, talk, and yeah. So, I'm going to try to be there. I'm only going to be there for Sunday, because I'm working off a budget here. So, but yeah, that's what you guys had to look forward to, and hope to see you there. Take care. Alrighty. Before we start this review, I do need to make something a bit clear. I thought that Shazam 2 was supposed to come out tomorrow. I was wrong. It's apparently not coming out until the 17th. Which stinks, but you know what? It is what it is. So, I'm going to try to get my review for Shazam 2 out on the 16th. See if maybe I can see it a day early. But, we'll see. It will either be a day early or day one release. Whichever one comes first. And I envy those people that have already somehow been able to see it. Okay. Enough dilly-dallying, let's get back to business. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Animation Station. Your one stop for anything and everything animation, including two superheroes that fight crime on the other side of the world. Yes, I'm doing this talking slow because I have a cough drop in my mouth, so please bear with me. Today we're talking Glaciator, or Glaciator, as it's apparently called in the episode. And this episode is pretty much a very love-centric episode. Like, you have some couples, you have Andre, the ice cream man who's supposed to bring people together with his ice cream. And he's the one that gets akumatized into, something super ridiculous and silly that I'm going to wait to discuss until later, because it is kind of a problem with this episode. And this is also about Cat Noir trying to make his move on Ladybug, and she never shows up, so he feels heartbroken. So he ends up going to Marinette, who also had her heart broken because she rejected the ice cream and overreacted. So they spend some time together, and Marinette gets to see Cat Noir's big surprise, and then Marinette does try to cheer him up a little bit, and he tries to do the same for her, and it's super, super cute. I especially love the scene where he's carrying her across some rooftops. Like, that scene is very, very adorable. And then when Ladybug comes out later, he's obviously not flirty with her this time. Instead, he's mad, jaded, and definitely feels like he had his heart broke. So, yeah, it's a very different side of Cat Noir. We also get to see a bit more of his, his human side, his more emotional side. And it's very interesting, even though, again, we all know here in the real world that it's actually Adrian, but I digress. This one doesn't have as high stakes as Dark Owl. This one's a bit more back to formula. But with the extra love plot thrown in there, I mean, it makes up for it. I also really liked that this episode just starts the ground off running real quick with them stopping a speeding bus. Like, it just goes straight into the action before getting to the actual plot stuff, which is appreciated, and it is pretty cool. And the episode's well set up, and the voice acting's good, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this animation is slightly different and higher quality than it was in Season 1. Like, is that just me? Is it just me because I haven't seen this show in so long, or am I actually right and I'm just pointing it out a million times because I'm an idiot? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bonehead. Who knows? And there's just so many cute moments in this episode. Adorable is the best way to put this episode. Like, the action's not supposed to be the focus because that's over relatively quickly. It's all about love, pretty much. That's pretty much this whole episode. And usually, if it's in something like a rom-com movie, I would just roll my eyes. But here, it's not cringy and it doesn't feel forced. Like, every side of this story makes sense and you relate to them. And you also feel bad for them for how things end up going. But the ending is very sweet, and it's just a really adorable episode. Like, I can see why Christy put this in her top 3. It's a very adorable episode, especially for the Marichat fans, as well as the Lady Noir fans, I guess we call them. I don't really know what the ship is for Ladybug and Cat Noir, but whatever. Yeah, this definitely has that going for it, and it's definitely a very unique and interesting episode. Now for the one big flaw that I have to say, and I'm sorry I've been saying it a lot this season, but it's the truth. This villain design is one of the goofiest, stupidest things I have ever seen. Like, it's just a giant ice cream snowman. Like, really? That's all you've got? You couldn't really come up with something more unique, and not only that, I mean, I like the idea of Andre being inside this monster snowman ice cream thing instead of him, just being that monster until he gets deakumatized. But at the same time, it just really feels like, I don't know, it just feels like they could have done way more with this. But Glaciator is still a great episode. One of the best of the season by far, but in my opinion, Riposte is still the best one of the season so far. So, yeah, that's where I stand on it. If you guys have a different stance, I'm all ears, and I would love to hear it in the comments section. Final verdict for me is going to be a high 9 out of 10. This is an adorable, great episode that you absolutely must not skip. It's in Christy's top 3, and it's probably going to be either in my top 3 or top 5, because, man, this episode is good. It is a great, great episode. And I'll do like a top 10 of my own after we finish reviewing all these episodes, because these episode reviews are not going to take the whole month, so I'll have a little bit of leeway to make some extra stuff. So, yep, that's my thoughts on Glaciator. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Sapatus, which is not on Christy's best list. That's not a good sign. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Until tomorrow, I'm Jack Small, you want Animation Station, signing out. Oh, also tomorrow, I'm also making a video about the New Mutant Mayhem toys, so that's what you also have to look forward to tomorrow. Yep, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. I'm Jack Small of Animation Station, and I'll see you next time. Take care.